So hopefully you guys do enjoy this house tutorial, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel to never miss when I upload. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So this is the foundation of the build. Now it is very simple to build, so I would just recommend building it before the video starts. But if you don't want to build it before the video starts, I'll go ahead and do so now. So as you guys can see, all we need to do is take one wooden pillar and build it all the way for 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Then you need to come back to the front, count 3 blocks over, 1 2 3, and then on the fourth one build 9 blocks again. And then back here you need to add 3 blocks as well, so just fill that in. So it should be like a very large U-shaped thing. So now all we need to do is now we need to add 2 more layers of this, so we need to build these up by 2 layers each. So now that that is done, all we need to do now is along the top here, we just need to join these up with 1 layer of wood. And then now that that is done, we need to add a layer of white concrete. In fact, let's not do that just yet because it's easy to do this part. So I do apologize for the cut, but as I was saying, all you need to do is you need to come to this point right here, count 1 2, and then on the third one you want to place black stained glass 8 blocks. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Then what you want to do is you want to go over to here, count 1 2 3, then on the third one 8 blocks of black stained glass. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Then what you want to do is you want to place wood at the end like that, 1 block of wood, 1 block of wood. Then you want to join these up with black stained glass. So very simple stuff there, very easy to do. Now all we want to do for the time being is we want to get ourselves white concrete, and we want to start here, so diagonal to this, or just count up 2 and then go across 1. We need to build white concrete all the way around this area, so all the way around what we just built, just like that, because this is going to be the first floor. So as you guys can see, now what we need to do in this area is we need to fill this in. So now that we've done that, what we now need to do is we need to add our white concrete on this part right here. So all we need to do is we need to get ourselves our white concrete, and we need to build across a layer along the top here, just like that. Then what we need to do is we need to build another layer going across the edge, and then both layers we need to take them out by 1 block like this, and then do the same on this part right here. So then for over here, we now need to get our white concrete, and we need to build up by 1 2 3 4 5. And then we need to do that again, so 1 2 3 4 5. And then of course we're going to use our wood right here, and then we're going to go across by 1 2 3 4, and then we're going to go up here by 1 2 3 and 1 2 3, just like that. So we should have an L shaped thing and then a C like that, and then you want to join this up as well, so it's just 1 square. So very simple. So all we did was build an L on top of what we just built, and then we just built a square inside that. Now this area here will be filled in with glass, so you can do that now if you want, and then I'll show you what the next step is. So the next step is, for all this white concrete, we need to take it all the way across to this point here, because exactly what we have on this side is exactly what we're going to have on the back side of this house here. So all I'm going to do now is take this all the way across like this, all the way to the back, all the way out, extending by 1 block as well, and then I'm going to join this up as well. So as you guys can see, this floor should be filled in with white concrete. So as you guys can see, what we now need to do is we need to do this part as well. So we need to do this wall all along here. So this entire wall needs to be the same height as this block right here. So as you guys can see, now what we need to do is the roof. So for the roof of this house, what we need to do is we need to do the same length as this. So we need to take this out all the way and do it the same exact length. So I'll show you guys how to do that now. So we need to drag this out all the way until it is the same length as this point right here. And then we need to take this all the way back over here and then join it up with this point right here. So that area now needs to be filled in. So now that we've done that, I did realize I just made a very small mistake which can be quickly fixed. All we need to do is place a wooden pillar here and destroy 2 blocks here and then just fill in the glass there. So all we did was just extend this window because the window should be extended as the same part as the bottom part. So as you guys can see, it looks like there is a big wooden thing going through the concrete white blocks. So all we need to do now is what we did in the front bit, do the same bit here. So we need to go across the bottom with wood, go along the top with wood as well, and then go along the sides and create a mini rectangle and then fill in that rectangle with the glass panes, as you guys can see that I'm doing right now. So now that we've done that, along here we just need to add a wall of oak wood planks. And so now that we've done that, the hard part of this house is over. So the rest of this house is fairly simple. All we need to do is we need to build up layers. So in order to do that, we're going to build a layer at a time. So firstly, what we need to do is we need to build the second layer. So we're going to come to this point here. So not the diagonal point, but this point right here, build up by 2 blocks. Then we're going to go to the diagonal point here, build up by 2 blocks of wood. Then, as you guys can see, if you've done it correctly, it should look like the wood is going through the white concrete. So now what we need to do is take our white concrete and the same layer that we did here, we need to build another one on top of these 2 oak wood blocks. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to start right on top of it. I think I did it actually too high. So yeah, this one should start just above this white concrete here. So we're going to start right there like that. And as you can see, it's just above it. Then we want to do the same over here. Take this out just like that. It should be just above it, and then join these 2 up and then fill in this whole roof / floor thing. As you guys can see, what we need to do now is another and final floor. So we're going to do once again 1 2 blocks, 1 2 blocks, then another final floor, another final roof that we just did for the other part. So we're going to do this again. I'm going to take this out like that, and then we're going to join in this part as well. And I do want to say that once you've joined in this roof here, we just want to add glass along these parts here. So add glass just like we did at the bottom along these areas here. So I'm going to add in the roof now, and then I'm going to tell you where to add the glass. So now that that is over, all we need to do now is we need to get our black stained glass and go along the edges, and we just need to fill them in. So for this layer and for that layer there, we just need to fill in these black glass, stained glass areas just like that. And there we go. So it's very simple, and once we've done that, I'll tell you guys what to do next. So this house could be left in this state. I mean, you could just stop watching the video, but of course the house isn't done. This is just the bare bones of the house. So what we now need to do is we now need to get our oak leaves, and we need to go from this point here. So come back around to the house and take your leaves and drag them all the way around to the front part right here, just like that, and then start again here and then just put them there, just like that. So it gives you a little sense of like a little opening. Now this house is pretty weird because it is a 3-door house. Now you don't need to add 3 doors because of as you guys can see, I added 3 doors just to, you know, make it not look as weird. But if you don't want to add 3 doors, I will show you what it looks like with 1, and it does look pretty weird. But what you can do is you can add 2 doors like that, which does look a little better if I do say so myself. So as for this area over here, what you should do is you get yourself some polished andesite, and then what you want to do with that is you want to use it as a pathway. So we knock out this area over here, and then we will use this as a pathway, a 3 wide block pathway. And this pathway, just make it as long as you want. I'm making mine, you know, 5 to 7 blocks long because there's not too much area around here and I don't want it to go too far. So just make it as long as, you know, the area you have. Just make it short if you have a short area, or make it long if you have a long area connecting to a road if you're building this in a city. So as you guys can see there, it looks much better. So all we need to do now for this house to actually work and to actually function is I'll show you how to get into the different parts of the house, because of course you want to start using this house as a house to use. So what we need to do is, of course, I'll show you guys, is we need to I'm just trying to do this in an easy way so I don't confuse you guys. So this area over here, we can, oh my gosh, I kind of just get in the door. This area over here, we can just knock out an area for the stairs. You guys can see, you can just knock out an area on the left side or the right side. It's really up to you guys. And once we knock out an area, we can just simply place stairs down. And me personally, in my modern houses, I always use ladders because it saves a lot of space and it just looks a lot more sleek and a lot more modern. But you know, if you're going to use this house, this is what you want to do. So knock out the area there, just like that. There we go. And then of course, when you have the stairs, what you can do is you can make it 2 by 2 as well if you really want to. But since this house is not, there's not too much house in this particular part, I wouldn't recommend doing that just as of the time being. So just have that like that. And then there you have your stairs that can go through. As you guys can see, the stairs, it takes up a lot of space. That's why I would just recommend having a ladder in that spot. But yeah, in order to get to these bits, just come to the middle part and then just knock out 2 blocks. And as you guys can see, you should be able to get in, of course, if you use the stairs as well. So just place stairs and you can get into the house. And then of course, the floor 2, just knock out the 2 blocks like that. And of course we can get in again. I know it might be a bit weird, guys, you know, when you're actually inside the house, it might be actually a bit weird. But yeah, if you knock out this block like that, and then if you place stairs like that, you can easily just get in. Oh gosh, I guess you can't, but yeah, it's just that these blocks aren't supposed to be here. So when you get into this area here, these actual blocks, you just need to knock them out because they're actually not supposed to be here. They're just part of the design, so that's why this looks kind of weird. And just place them with wood like that, so then you can be able to get in. So yeah, as you guys can see, you should be able to get into that part there. And then the underground part as well, that's supposed to be like an underground area. It's supposed to be like did I place glass back there? Okay, so I did. So yeah, the underground area is supposed to be like an area that you can use if you want to, you know, have extra space. So for example, let me just show you guys the entrance to the underground. I know it might be a bit difficult, but what I'd recommend having is one on the left and one entrance on the right. So I'll show you guys how to do that. Let's just block this back up. So one entrance should be on the right like this with the stairs. You want to make sure you get some oak stairs as well, and you want to make sure that you knock this area down like that, or in fact knock out the front bit, top bit there, and then knock out this bit there. In fact, this is actually hard to get into, so I do apologize for this design, guys. But yeah, just use the stairs, and you guys will figure out a way to get into design, because this is something that I honestly didn't think about too much. But nonetheless, you can get into this. And for the underground part, the underground part is probably my favorite part of this house, simply because I'll show you guys why. So as you guys can see, the stairs, just build in 2 stairs, just get in very easy. The stairs just gonna have to build down, and then this area should all be knocked out. And I'm gonna quickly use a mod tool to do this because I don't want to spend all day digging. So I'm just gonna quickly use my mod tool, and I'll show you guys. Okay, that didn't work for some reason. I'll just do it again. Do it one more time. There we go. There we go, that should work. So yeah, as you guys can see, this is a huge underground area, which is really cool. I don't know, I don't know about you guys, but I really think this is nice because it gives you that feel of, you know, just underground. It's like, I don't know, it's just not real. It's just not really there in modern houses. So you can choose whether you want this house to go down a bit more. Me personally, for this house, what I do like is I do like making it 2 blocks. So I do like having it on a 2-block area. So I do like having my wood there. Although some people might make it 3 blocks because they feel a little bit claustrophobic. Me, I don't mind because I really like looking at, you know, the Minecraft world from this level. It looks really cool. Now, of course, this area here, it should be replaced with whatever block you choose. Me personally, I would say wood. Replace this with wood because it will give it a much better look. And yeah, this area down here should be a chest area. And as you guys can see, if you want to get in, just knock out 2 blocks. And, you know, of course, you don't even need stairs. It could just be a block. And this area all in here should all be wood. So I'm going to show you guys how that looks now. Just make it wood. Very easy. Oh gosh, make it all wood. My bad, guys. There we go, so you guys can see. And then of course, when you're coming down to the downstairs house, just place a oakwood stairs. That's why I said oakwood stairs. And yeah, boom, there you go. Oh gosh, guys, boom, there you go. And yeah, it's really simple. So slabs are going to help you out in this house. If you think it's hard to get into a certain part, just make sure you place slabs at the top, and you should be okay. I guess not, but you should be able to get in just like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this house tutorial. I think it's really interesting because we have one area like this, we have another area down here, then we have another 3rd area up here with another area up here. So although this is really hard to, you know, sort of thing, and I do apologize for that, but yeah, it's really easy once you just knock out the areas. And it's very simple to do. So yeah, this is a really nice house. I really like the design of this house. It's really, I don't know, the blocks that I use, it's just really blocky design, I guess you could say. But yeah, there's so much things you could do with this house as well. I really hope to see you guys build this in survival world. But yeah, if you did enjoy the tutorial, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. And if you have any sort of requests, any type of builds you want me to do, don't forget to leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to respond and check it out. So if ever do, it's been Jusm C, and until the next time, it's going to be peace from me.